Hello everybody, my name is Average Gabe, and today I'm going to be doing a slightly different video. I'm doing a discussion video about my favorite loadouts to use in Team Fortress 2. Now this does not just apply to Pyro, it also applies to Engineer and Spy, which are the other classes I play. Also throw in some extra things maybe, I don't know. So yeah, enjoy. First off, I'd like to talk about the loadout that I've used about 50% of the time, regardless of class. So, when I play Pyro, I mostly play with the Degreaser, not the Degreaser. Ugh, I'm horrible at air blasting. How the hell would I use the Degreaser? No, I mostly use the Backburner, Panic Attack, and Power Jack combo. Power Jack is just useful to get around. I never really actually use my melee ever. Means, you know, can't really use that extinguisher that well. I use the Panic Attack because I can't aim flares for shit, and a lot of bullets means a big area to hit, right? No random bullets, but it also makes it not shit. 6 bullet clip. I mean, very spammy. If you don't have bullets, you're fucked. When you do have bullets, it's amazing. You know, Uncle Dane made a video about the Panic Attack is good. So just watch that. Honestly, I have worse opinions. I can't like talk about shit. I don't have as much experience. Don't take my word for anything. In terms of the flamethrower, I like using a degreaser because, I mean, free crits for sacrificing air blasts. I don't air blast that often, and when I do, it's like extinguishing my teammates. I could probably count the times I've reflected a rocket on my fingers. About 3 or 4 times. One time I did get a kill, but apart from that, not really that good at air blasting. I've tried to get good at air blasting, but I just don't find a need to use weapons like the grease or even stock to do more air blasts. I just don't feel a need to. And yeah, so what I like about this combo, that can, as I mentioned in my first video, the Clank Spiral means like the combination of Spy and Pyro, in which I just go behind enemy lines by taking like the flank route, and I jump in like a retarded person and flail my mouse aimlessly, and somehow I get some kills and maybe some crits. And you know, sometimes I just hide like in a bush or something and wait for a heavy to pass by. Meanwhile, he's just looking forward, or like a sniper, scoped in. I just press left click and get a free kill. And I mean, even if I'm not using a backburner, I mean, you still don't really get mostly get free kills as Pyro if you're behind somebody. Take somebody about 3 seconds to turn around, 3 seconds at least to do damage. You're gonna have them either really low, dead, or at a low enough point where you can run and shotgun them to death. But for heavy, it's different. Heavy's always on half health after 3 seconds of you hitting them with your flash. But with crits, you're dead. That's what I like about the backburner. It just simply, you can just burn people to death. Now on to my second favorite loadout. It is the Phlogistinator, Scorch Shot, and yet again, the Power Jack. Already went over my Power Jack. I can use my melee so I can get around faster, blah blah blah. Now Scorch Shot, it's a very interesting weapon. It's like the flare gun, except it takes less skill. The thing is, you get a lot of mini crits if you play cards right. Aiming the thing is hilariously easy. The splash zone for it is massive, and regardless of whether it's as far as possible from the enemy as it could be, or hitting them directly still does the same damage. Plus, with mini crits, you do 60 instead of 40 damage. But that's quite a lot of damage. You can kill a spy, and if you consider the burn damage, it's 80 damage. You can kill a spy using kunai. If you actually damage the enemy before and then hit him with the gun, with the spark shot, you can still do like something like 140-ish damage. That'll kill scouts, snipers, NGs. And if you do more damage, probably kill most classes apart from heavy. And for heavies, what you can do is just snipe at them. From long distance, just keep right along to the fireworks. Couldn't stop. God fucking damn it. Well, whatever. Yeah. You can do a lot of damage just by harassing the heavy. Shoot him with a flare once in a while, and if he doesn't have a medic on him, it'll do damage. 40 damage plus burn, and if you hit him again, that's 60 damage plus burn. That's approximately 200 damage. Ish. Yeah, approximately 200-ish damage, maybe 175. Closer to. I don't know the damage calculations off the top of my head. Thing is, it's a decent amount of damage to say you're not even risking yourself remotely. If you risk yourself and just shoot a flare out while you're retreating, even better. It just works. Now, back to the conversation of crits as pilot. The flog gives you crits for doing damage. You get more damage for doing damage. But sadly, you do not get crits for doing damage while you have crits. That would be broken. But if you Uber and you also have crits, that's broken. But those two aligning only really happen when you go crazy and your medic doesn't pop Uber for some reason. And it's just weird to have both of those in conjunction. And the 2 seconds it takes for the taunt to happen means Uber is useless. I mean, Uber is 8 seconds only, right? If you taunt, that's 2 seconds off it. And if it takes 2 seconds for you to get the full charge, then not really worth it. What you need to do is talk to your team. I know this is a very foreign concept to everybody who's ever played TF2, but you must talk to your team. Never heard of that before. If you do indeed talk to your team, you can communicate. Big surprise. And wait and get the medic to wait for you to pop your flog before he pops the Uber. And so you have 8 seconds of death and invincibility. That's why the flog is broken-ish. But then inability to air blast. I mean, air blasting is just a good self-defense tool, even if you can't aim them. Like, when I'm using the back burner or any other flamethrower apart from the flog, I find myself extinguishing teammates and launching missiles. I'm like, hey, I'm helping everybody. Yay! But with the flog, I feel selfish for some reason. It's like, I want to extinguish you, but I've chosen this life. I've chosen this life of pain. So, okay, that got too deep. No, when I choose the flog, I feel defensive. The air blast, even when I'm doing it badly, still is a second line of defense. You've got killing people before they can kill you, deflecting rockets, and then using your secondary, and then using your melee. But when I'm using the flog, I find that I use my secondary way up more often. Like, I puff somebody, then shotgun. Well, actually, squirt shot. Because, I mean, sometimes I do use the panic attack with the flog, but mostly as the back burner. Because I think, right, I'm not sure about it, but I think the flog only gains oomph from fire damage. Or maybe the only gains it from damage you've done with the gun itself. I don't know. I've noticed it doesn't do it for any other secondaries apart from the flare guns. But I've not really noticed it. I don't know. I think. Not sure. Anyway, that's literally all I use this time. I literally never, ever use anything else. Stock? I mean, the greaser's just better than that. Literally, there's no downside. What is the downside to the degreaser? I'm opening TF2 right now just to check what the downside of the degreaser is. Actually, I already had it open. It says here 66% afterburn damage penalty. Okay. Right, so you're telling me 66% less afterburn for 30% faster holstering, 60% faster deployment, and 20% and 25% more air blasts. That's a lot. And so I'm of the opinion that the degreaser is better than stock, and I mean, I think everybody on Earth agrees with me. But I'm also of the opinion that the degreaser, I mean, its upside is big, but the crits from backburner or flog are just more. And if you can air blast, you get mini crits from deflecting. But if you can't air blast, you get full crits from getting behind your enemy. And you can still air blast with a back. It's not illegal to press right click with a back. People think I can't air blast just because I fit. I think people don't think I can even know how to press right click if I'm using the degrees. And that's just a lie. I can. I very clearly can. And I have killed some people who have thought that. And of course there's the rain blow, which is literally just a reason. So, in terms of primaries, you have 4 options. 2 of which are equal to me as me. 2 of which are good for me. And this is very subjective. And in terms of secondary, you got shotgun, shotgun, shotgun. Weird thing that nobody likes because you can't aim with it. Flare gun, flare gun, flare gun, but it's really easy to aim. A flare gun gives you crits when people are burning. It's really good, right? Except for the problem that people don't really take advantage of the crits anymore. I mean, it's hard to aim a flare at a person after you've already set them on fire. And the flare gun doesn't even set people on fire. Meanwhile, hitting a person twice with a squirt shot kills them. Does less damage, right? But if you do the mini crits, that's still 15% more damage. Also has knockback. Never realized that. And Man Melter, I mean, faster shooting. Still hard to aim, and again, no area of effect. If you extinguish teammates, you get guaranteed crits. That'd be good if you could actually hit people. So yeah. Shotgun, stock shotgun, every class has a good gun. And the reserve shooter, it would be good. Wait a second. What the fuck? I thought you could get crits by air blasting people and then hit them. Why does the pyro have this? Honestly, they should just be a soldier weapon. Yes, that's usually what I rock. So yeah, now on to my favorite engineer loadouts. So, I always run the Wrangler. The pistol just doesn't do enough damage. And the short circuit, I mean, I just right click it. That's all I do. I just right click. In terms of wrenches, Southern Hospitality has absolutely zero uses for me. I find it like, yeah, I just find it like the regular wrench, except you more vulnerable to fire. Does that mean more or less? I don't know. 20% fire vulnerability where it's red, so it's bad. No random crits. It's just worse. The Eureka effect you can engineer, and teleporting to spawn at any time is very good. And that also means you don't have to compete with people for teleporting. But then again, the Jag just builds faster, which is more important. I usually either use the Jag or the Gunslinger. The Jag, 15% faster hitting, faster construction, and if you hit a building that is being built, it boosts how fast it builds by 30%. Very hard to understand. Now, it does less damage against enemy buildings. Really? It does less damage against people. Why would you ever use a wrench? And it repairs things slower. Now, building things faster, but repairing them slower, I feel like that's... I think that, like that's the main... That's, like, the main drawback of this. But overall, I think the positives outweigh the negatives. And then there's the Gunslinger, which is really fun. More health, can build sentries faster. Third puncher always crits. Nobody really uses that. No random crits. I mean, who even uses their melee? And mini sentries. I love mini sentries because when I build a sentry up to a level 3, then a demo just shoots 2 grenades at it and it poof. I feel like, what? I just spent a minute building this for a demo to press left click twice and kill, and I get mad. Build another. And the same thing happens, I just move out. Well, this, you don't give a fuck about a mini sentry. It takes, what, 5 seconds? 4 seconds to deploy? Does slightly less damage per second than a level 1. But if you start from scratch, right, with nothing placed down, try to do damage as fast as possible. Gunslinger does more damage faster. And that's all the weapons that Engineer has. I usually run... Now, in terms of shotguns, I totally forgot about shotguns. There's Panic Attack. I just like the Panic Attack. Uncle Dane video. I already talked about it. Stock shotgun's amazing. I love the stock shotgun. Panic Attack's just better than stock shotgun. The Rescue Ranger, I find it hard to hit enemies and, like... I also find it hard to manage my medic. Less clip size. Less ammo. 4-to-1 health to metal ratio when repairing buildings. I mean, not really that good. Thompson 6000. It's horrible. Doesn't need ammo. Wow. Projectiles cannot be deflected. Wow. On hit. Victim loses up to 10% medigun charge. On hit. Victim loses up to 20 cloak. The fuck? I mean, it's not that useful. honestly, those upsides, they seem like a lot. I mean, yeah, but then when you realize this doesn't shoot instantly, this doesn't hit instantly. It takes 7 years for this to travel anywhere. You can't hit people with it, and it takes a long time to charge. Can't even do like a big charge attack like the Calmangler. I mean, at least that's usable for the soldier. They have Frontier Justice. My favorite gun to use, but not the best, but not the one that I'm best at using. We use the Frontier Justice, 2 revenge crits for every kill, and 1 assist, 1 revenge assist, 1 revenge crit for each assist. It's good. No random crits, don't care. You get more crits from the kills than from that. Just letting your sentry go, running up, and suddenly getting some crits is like, wow. And you can also turtle. You know, it just works. I'm not that good with it because I just don't get kills that often. I get more kills myself than the rest of sentries because I don't know where to place them. And then the Widowmaker. It uses metal for ammo. How am I going to build my buildings if I miss my shots? If you're a great shot and you don't miss, this weapon is amazing. You get infinite ammo. If you're a bad shot and you miss a lot, this weapon is shit. I miss a lot. For me, this weapon is shit. Which leads me to mostly using Panic Attack, Frontier Justice. Most of the time, I run Panic Attack, Wrangler, Gunslinger. That's my main thing. And if not, I use the Jag. Now on to the other class I play. Spy. The upside to the Diamondback is a lot. And I've used it a lot as well. But I'm not good enough to actually get the upside. How many sap buildings didn't leave? I get killed after that, which really negates the whole effect of it. I do get some backstab kills, but I don't really use my crits that well, because I miss my shots. The Enforcer, I mean, more damage, pierces down, resistance, but slower firing speed. I mean, the fuck was that? Am I phone issue? Okay, that was really weird. But yeah, the slower firing speed means you can't like spam it, and when you're not in disguise, I mean, just scaring somebody out and shooting at them, not even hitting them, can lead to you having time to leave. Now the Electron J. Here's what I think about the Electron J. It's for pussy. That's what I am. Right? 40% cloak duration means you can just hide more. 15% cloak on hit. That means you can just hit somebody once and leave. Pretty good, right? 20% damage penalty. No spy actually uses the gun to kill, apart from people who use the ambassador and can aim. 20% damage penalty means you do what? 60 damage? No, 20 something damage. 20 something damage, I mean, I'm not saying that's a lot. If you hit 3 shots and run, plus a stab, it's gonna leave somebody in a bad situation. And also, the point of the spy isn't to shoot people down. It's to kill them with a knife. That's like a knife. Well, technically this is the primary weapon, but the revolver, it's just a revolver, it's stock. I mean, you can do more damage with Diamondback, Enforcer, Ambassador. Only the Electron J does less damage, but yeah. Now onto the Ambassador. I never use this because I can never hit headshots. Like, dude, this has a damage. Also has a slower firing speed. And no random crits. I mean, slower firing speed. You can't spam it, and you need to think about your shots. And I just can't do that. And then in terms of knives, the kunai gives you health for killing people, less health, but I mean, you steal all of their health. So backstabbing a heavy gives you max health. The regular knife, I mean, that's usable as well. Your eternal reward, I mean, silent killer. Which is very useful. People won't, get scared when you kill a few people unless they see it. It drains cloak faster. And if you disguise, takes up your entire cloak. By killing somebody, you switch to the person you killed. Which, honestly, it's amazing. You can just, like, if the person you're disguised as sees you, you're fucked. If the person you're disguised as is dead, and you just take the place, nobody can see you. It's genius. Except that doesn't work like that. Communication means if you see somebody die, or if you think somebody's a spy, you shoot them. One shot isn't gonna kill them. Big earner. More cloak on him. Cloak when you kill somebody. Get a speed boost on after you kill somebody. You less health. So another pussy's weapon. You can't chain stab with it. Get speed boost. The kunai. You can take even one rocket. Take a rocket at your face. It won't knock you back if you're walking into it. You can just kill 3 people and get killed or cloak out. It just works. But big earner, get a speed boost, kill him, get the hell out of there. You can get cloak. Bicycle. You get fire burn for 1 second. After burn immunity. It's amazing. This is also a silent killer. But it turns the victim to ice for killing people who see it. The fact that it melts makes it good anti-pyro, but not really good for anti-pyro. But not really good for anti-pyro. That's all the knives. So I mostly use the kunai. I haven't really tried all the other ones out because I just got the Spy Starter kit. I haven't played Spy for a very long time. Invis Watch. You know what it does. Cloak and dagger. It's like that, but you have less cloak and you regen it when you don't move. And this is amazing. The Deadbringer is for good spot, like not me. Get more cloak. Your cloak regens faster, and you can fake your own death. Taking your own death, you guys have caught me out with that a lot of times. Yeah, I ran after somebody else, pyro. See the spy's dead, then he backstabbed. It's happened to me before, and I mean, most people can just see that you weren't killed in the kill feed, but some people don't look there. So this works. I never use a Deadbringer because they don't even know if it makes you invisible. You need to take damage for it to make you invisible. Don't know. And of course, I'm not a retard, so I don't use the red tape recorder. Why would anyone use the red tape recorder? Lazy. Why you would use the red tape recorder? You can kill a level 1, that's it. It's literally it. Why? So, yeah. Sometimes, I was Diamondback or Electron always use the kunai. I don't mess with the Deadbringer because I still don't know how it works. But invis watch, cloak and dagger, mostly what I use. Hope you enjoyed this discussion video about the loadouts that I use. How am I getting score now? Oh, I have an item? Oh, got another enforcer. Well, whatever. Hope you enjoyed this video. I've been Average Gabe. Hopefully I didn't run out of background footage. I recorded some background footage earlier. Hopefully I have enough background footage for this. I don't even know how long this video is. And goodbye.